Hey guys, welcome back to Trailmakers. Today I'm going to be showing you some vehicles that I made. Alright, so the first one, I wanted to make a plane, but I wanted to give it my own style and I wanted to give it a good name. And I couldn't think of anything, so I called it the Bog. The Bog one. This is the Bog one, because I was planning on making more Bogs, but this is not the finished product. This is the earliest stage I have of it that I saved. And it's just a very bad plane with a bunch of thrusters. It just goes backwards, basically. And then I eventually made the alpha version of it. That was the pre-alpha. This is the alpha version of it. And it's different, essentially. It has guns. It barely flies, but, I mean, it does. Controlling, not really good at controlling. And can barely pull up. Not great. And then once it could actually fly, I called it the early stages. It doesn't look that different, but it is. And you see that 90-degree rotation. Here you go. So it does fly. It pushes down a lot, so not the best. Has some control, doesn't go up that quickly. But as you see, it does have some control. And landing, I think it can land. I made this a couple weeks ago, actually. And I was just planning on making this video after I've done a couple bogs. And yeah, landing not great, but that's mostly my fault. But then I painted it, I removed a bit of guns, I added some thrusters, changed the area of some stuff, and fixed the turning and everything. And then you have the Bog 1. So I'm not that experienced, as you can see, but I watched a lot of tutorial videos after I made this, so I can really know better. I still don't know well, but see, this has a lot more control. This is easier. It's definitely fairly stable. It can fly through hoops pretty easily. It keeps pushing down just like the other one, which is definitely annoying, but it can fly. It can turn. It has pretty good rotation. Side to side isn't amazing, actually. Pretty slow. Yeah, we just crashed there. But all in all, it's a controllable plane. And then I watched one video of a tutorial like halfway through, and I didn't have energy to watch anymore, and I started making this. This is the first version of the Bog 2, which I made like a couple days after because I was bored. But it's the first version. I don't even think it flies. We can try to get lift off with it. As you can see, it keeps crashing into the ground like that, going to the side. Yeah, it can fly, just very badly. Just kind of, yeah, you saw. Then there was the alpha stage, which I learned a little bit more about plane building, but not so much. I just wanted to make it look cool. And see, it still does flips, but it can take off a lot quicker. Then there was the early stages version, which I'm pretty sure, when I put something in early stages, I don't exactly remember what I did with it. But I remember, yeah, putting something in early stages is when it can fairly fly, just not amazing, usually. And yeah, see, the controls are completely off. Controls are just opposite. Like W makes it go up, S makes it go down. It's supposed to be the opposite way, and also D makes it go the way A should make it go. It's just all confusing. But then I changed some stuff and figured out some stuff, and then I had the official Bog 2. It goes faster than the Bog 1, definitely more control, easier to turn, but does glitch out the screen a bit. I couldn't figure that out until the Bog 3, why it was happening, but it does work fairly well. Its top speed is around 192 miles per hour, as I've seen, and has pretty good control, more stable than the Bog 1, definitely quicker turning, and yeah, oh god. Not the best pilot, being me, but yeah, it is a fairly good plane. Sometimes when you spawn it in, the controls go the opposite way. I have no idea why. Can't really fix it, but I've learned to deal with it. Turning stays the same because of... I don't really know how it just kind of magically worked after I changed a bit of stuff. Then I learned from the Bog 3 how it works, but yeah, so that's the finished product for the Bog 2. And then I decided to make a Bog 2, like a version with these two engines in the front. I call it Raptor, just because the F-22 Raptor and I just wanted an upgrade, and I thought Raptor was a cool name, like it is for F-22. So I decided on that. And see, it goes off here. It has the same. Okay, it's a bit harder to control than the Bog 2 original, but if you go for long enough, get the right control, it will take off. And it's actually not that slow either with takeoff. It does push down a bit, which is annoying, but then you press left shift, and those boosters go, and see, it gets you up to like a good 250. Pretty sure max speed is around 255 miles per. Yeah, see, sometimes the controls switch when it goes too fast or something like that. Did manage to make a comeback right there. I can actually try to see what the max speed is on this is. I didn't really test it too much. Yeah, see, the controls are going wrong. Okay. Now the controls are opposite, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. And yeah, no, these controls are really weird. But it's around 255 miles per hour. And then one day I got bored and decided to make the Bog 3. So this is the first version I have of it. Tried making it look cooler and definitely bigger. And from the first version, I could already tell it was a lot better than Bog 1 or 2 in their early stages. This is a pre-alpha, not even early stages version. And see, it could fly, pushing down a bit. It couldn't turn the right way, though. See, I'm pushing on A right now, and it's going the way D is supposed to push it, and it's going insanely slow, as you can see. That was basically my main issue throughout the whole thing. And also turning and stuff, and like going up and down. It flies, just not well. Then there was the Bog 3 Alpha, which I improved some things and thought it would work better. Added 2 boosters, and it's still going down a bit. Definitely flies though. Can do a flip, and with actually not that much space that it needs to do a flip. Pretty good up and down controls. I did set it to 90-degree angle, which a lot of people tell me not to, but it works with planes within this design. I put a little cone in the front because, you know, it looks nice and might help with aerodynamics. And it still doesn't go to the side well. Yeah, see, I'm pushing as much as I can right now, and it's going really slowly and the opposite way. Still faster and better at going up and down. Then there was what I call the Alpha Temp, which is basically the early stages version. This was right before. See, the turning is faster, still going the wrong way, but that's just because I put some fins and didn't really know how they work that well. But yeah, this is the and I changed some aerodynamic stuff. I removed the cone and made it look like that, and it does actually work even better for going up and down. And it's definitely flyable. Hard for turning, but flyable. And then one of my good friends, which his YouTube channel is Cheeseblock, by the way, go follow him, he helped me figure out how to make this turnable. So, as you see, I didn't expect it to need to go up and down and stuff for it to turn, but apparently that works. So I also added some decals to make it look a bit better. It's actually pushing up now a bit, and down. It's weird, but see, it can turn definitely faster than before too. And it's turning completely the right way. It's got good control. Turning is a bit off, but it's a bit off. It's a bit uncontrollable turning when you're doing a full spin, because that kind of makes it go down. But you can pull back up really quick in this thing, and it's really fun to control. And I've had some people give me their thoughts about this, and they said it's a really weird design. But I really like it, and as long as it works, I mean, it's a plane. And so that's the final design of the Bog 3. And then I have to make the Raptor version of this, which I'm planning on removing that engine right there in the back, because that kind of interrupts the turning and stuff, and like going down and up. But it's not designed the best. I just took like a couple minutes and tried to make it faster with guns. So let's try this here. I'm not experienced, as you can see. And see, takeoff, that engine in the back stops it from taking off if I push it too much. But then it's got these boosters, makes it go a lot faster. Did not test top speed with this. I'm guessing around here. We can see now. Without, okay, the top speed of this without the Raptor pushers is like 230 maybe, if you get the right position. And then with, I'd say it's like somewhere around 250, like the Bog 2 Raptor, something like that. But it is faster in general, because the Bog 2 was 190, and then the Bog 3 is somewhere around 210, something like that, without the Raptor boosters. And yeah, so that's the Bog 3 Raptor. I called it Bog 3 Raptor Strike because of these guns, and the Bog 2 Raptor doesn't have guns. And it also has pretty good stability, pretty good up force and down force. see, it can do flips and everything. A bit harder on the flips because that back engine, but I will fix that eventually. And now we're going to be doing tricks with all the planes. Let's do some tricks. Let's go in some hoops. Let's just go in all of them, even though we've taken some. Come on, get in there. Yes. Alright, another one. No, missed it completely. Let's just have a ring counter in the side of the screen. I'll just show you guys when I actually go in the rings and not the rest. 1. My goal is to just get 3 rings with all the planes. At least 3. Alright, that's 2. Oh, so close. And 3. The bog 1 has hit 3 rings. Let's move over to the bog 2. I'm realizing now that I think it's harder to control the bog 2 than the bog 1. It's faster, better, but harder to control. Okay, that's 1, but harder to control. And that's 2. And that's 3. That was a lot quicker than the bog 1, actually. And now finally, the bog 3. Let's see how this holds up. The bog 3 is a lot bigger, so it's harder to fit through rings, but it's more stable and more controllable. Let's see if we can get this first try right off. Yes, already 1. And 2. And that's 3. That took like less than a minute. And of course, you know, we gotta have some cinematic moments with all of these planes, so enjoy the show.